The Sounders have finished all their practice sessions for tomorrow's game against LA Galaxy. The big news today we heard from Brian Schmetzer was that Kellen Rowe will not be making the trip. And we did tell you that on Wednesday he kind of tweaked a leg there and then he came off on the side. So, it's unfortunate because there was a guy who, had his opportunity to play. He did, and then he suffers unfortunate injury. Speaking of that, in terms of, people stepping up, Brian Schmetzer said, hey, everybody's back, and while he's not losing sleep, he said, I've got some challenging decisions to make in terms of the starting lineup. And so let's go to Brian Schmetzer's post-practice press conference.
2 goals allowed.
Yeah, so they
so
say
far.
Defense travels. That's kind of what
Defense wins championships, yeah. Look, today our normal match day -1, we play small sided games in a little 3v2 transition game. It's in tight, lots of goals scored, but maybe not so many goals scored today again because I thought Jacob, Cleveland, and Steph Fry, they were on fire today. And again, it's testament to those three, but also my good friend Tommy. In order to, maintain a good defensive team, squad, you got to start with your goalkeeping first. That's number one. So they clean up a lot of the mess that the field players give them. And Steph's been like that for many years. And, we've got some young ones coming up too that are really talented goalkeepers.
Brian, 9 straight against the LA Galaxy. Something you bring up, or
I didn't know that was there.
yeah, it came up on MLS stats. But more importantly, getting to a good start, fast start, if you will, whatever, or a decent start on the road again.
Okay start.
Okay start, because you did that last game. How important is it to continue that? Your road.
Yeah, well, we got to back up a good road performance by another one. That's the key. You can't just be sporadic, up, down. Coaches, teams like consistency. So, we talked about our road record in 2021, 9-4-4. Can we match some of that? Can we get there again? Are we a good road team? Yes. Do I have confidence? Yes. So, it'll be a good test. Galaxy, look, they've struggled, but they got good players. Let's be honest. They're a good team.
Probably should have started with this. Any injuries? Everybody full?
Kellen Rowe and Dylan Tevis will not go on the trip.
how have the players on the international duty reintegrated with the squad?
Good.
Going back?
Good. Alex is there. Nuhu was the only one that came back a little later than most because he had to fly from South Africa. So, but he's young and he's healthy.
You said earlier this week that the lineup decisions and formation decisions was keeping you up at night. How did you sleep the last few days trying to figure out how to put this together?
Well, look, I sleep okay, but yeah, there are some perplexing choices. Not perplexing choices, but how would I want to put it? It's the right adjective. Challenging choices. You got a lot of, you got Raul coming back from international duty, but Jordan scored 4. Bear was kind of the guy first couple games of the year. He's back from injury, 100% healthy. But Jordan scored 4.
So does the 4 goals influence the way? I mean, you can stay with the hot hand. Is that something you can do in soccer?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you can do that. It's not, hasn't been my style, but yeah, sure, you can do it.
We talked with Christian on Wednesday, and he said, he's had some prolific moments against LA Galaxy, and his point was he loves playing at home. Can you just talk about?
Yeah. Southern Cal is his home. Alex, they got a lot of fond memories down there. So it's always good to see family, play in front of family.
What can you say about you are a transition team, as you've said, but what can you just say about how it's really working? Because it's been able to turn games around.
Transition in the modern game of soccer is critical. Whether you win the ball higher up the field and you go to goal, you your opponent is unbalanced, or whether it's way back here, like you see Jordan, 50 yards chew the other day against Kansas City, some of those types of transition moments. So anytime we talk about transition, there's different areas of the field. So yeah, we're good at it.
Freddie Waters, when I talked to him, he said that there's a concept where you guys, once you get that ball, I won't even say it, a certain amount of time you get the ball and you're looking to put that pressure.
First pass forward, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We always try and look for the first pass going forward. Play negative, teams press you. Everybody counter presses nowadays. So if you can break their first line of press, opens up transition moments.
You started by mentioning the Mariners. Do you have a Mariners prediction here for 2023?
Let's go to the World Series. Come on.
Love it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Got a good squad. They got a good squad. I mean, people were fired up.
You talk with Scott Service at all? Do you have a connection with him at all?
I actually met him at I don't know what you should call it, at a men's club, at a club that a bunch of guys go to, and had a real nice chat with him, sat with him at dinner. Nice guy, down to earth, humble, Midwest guy. We got along really good. It was nice meeting him. Nice guy.
Okay. Anything else?
All right, there you heard it. Brian Smetzer talking about, LA Galaxy during his post-practice press conference. And then there's a couple notes to throw at you. It's, the Galaxy are winless in 4 games, but they're unbeaten at home in their last 8 games. So, what team are you going to see when the Sounders line up against the LA Galaxy? It really doesn't matter. What the Sounders need to do is go out there and, play their game, the high press, cause some turnovers and convert those. And you heard Brian kind of talk about that. So look for the Sounders to be on the front foot. And that has been the case. Don't know why, but Christian Rodin always seems to have a real good game down there. And on Wednesday, you heard him say, you know what, it's my home, playing in front of family. So Alex, obviously his brother, will also be looking to have a good game. So for the CascadiaSports.net Seattle Sounders post-practice report, I'm Osvita Marairi.